So from the admin portal of the template, you can set up email templates. We have a couple that are already set up. We have an email template that is disabled that you can simply copy and duplicate and change to yours. We have a test email that you can use if you want to send a test email. We also have a welcome email for new users when they sign up. If we open up the email template, you can set the name, the sender email that it comes from, sender name, reply to email, and whether or not you want a button to be enabled. If it is enabled, you're able to define the button text, button color, and the link for that button. But before being able to set all this up, you will need to go over to your plugins, go down to the email HTML plugin, and add your SendGrid API key. So in SendGrid, you will need to go and authenticate either a single sender email address with your domain or authenticate your entire domain so that you can send that email from any user using that domain. Once you have that API key, you'll come in here and set your SendGrid for live and development mode. And then you'll be able to send emails. Once you've set up your template settings, you can manage the content. So you can upload an image, you can define the subject, title, and email body, and then you can define the signature, who it's being sent from. You'll notice we have these variables. So first name, app name, same thing here, first name, app name. Then we don't have any in the email body, but we could add some here as well. And these variables are replaced with variables in the workflow when this email is sent. And so wherever you want in your application, you can trigger the backend workflow for the send email. So if you go to backend workflows, open up the email workflows folder, you'll simply copy this emails template workflow, change it to your name. So for example, send welcome email, and then you'll define all of your variables. So you're going to use the template name. This is how we know which template to use. You'll pass this in your workflow. The recipient email, recipient first name, last name, app name, and then we have some placeholders for other variables that you can use. And the way this workflow works is the first step is it does a search for email templates where that template equals the name from the workflow here. Then in the email steps, this just defines the HTML body for buttons and no buttons. This is the HTML if there's no button, and this is the HTML if there is a button. And then the last step is it sends the email using the plugin where we set our SendGrid API information. And all of these inputs are defined from the inputs provided here. So the recipient's email from subject takes in the HTML from step 1. And then this is where you will come define any variables you're using. So you notice here we have app name is being set equal to the app name from this email workflow. And so here, this app name will be replaced. And the same thing is happening with first name and app name. You notice we're sending a few extra variables that we're not using, but if we wanted to input last name into our editor, thanks for signing up. Hey, David Flynn. If we wanted to do their first and last name, we could do something simple like that. And you can customize these variables to anything you want and provide them. You just have to update them here and make sure that this text matches the text from the email template. After that, you can send a test email and everything should be working. You can come in and add new email templates for any situation that you want, whether it's invitations or wait list, confirmations, marketing, anything that you want here, you can do so. And all you have to do is trigger that backend workflow to send it. As a quick example, I will show you on the sign up page. which is a reusable element. And so when a user clicks the sign up button and waitlist is not turned on, it runs through the workflow. But we have the schedule API, send email template, and we pass in all the variables we want. So we want to send it to the current user's email, current user's first name, last name, and then the app name does a search for app settings, takes the first one, and sends the app's name. This is where you'll pass in any custom variables that you have as well.